Let's do a couple of examples of finding the inverse of a matrix on the GraphLock web app. So first, open the calculator and then go up to our menu to select the matrix calculator. Now we must input our matrix and store it in order to evaluate it. So select matrix 1 and then choose the size. In this example, let's do a 2 by 2. Now select where you'd like to start entering in your matrix values. Make sure you've entered it in correctly, and now we must store it. So select Functions and then choose Store, and it'll tell us matrix 1 is now stored. Now, in order to actually find the inverse and use this matrix we have stored to evaluate, we must first click this Eval button and make sure it's highlighted. Notice, if I right away just select Inverse, I'll get a pop-up telling me to please hit the Eval button first. So I will click here. Notice it's now highlighted. Now I can select the inverse of matrix 1 equals, and notice we get our inverse values back. Now I'm going to change matrix 1. So in order to do any sort of editing, I'm going to unselect the Eval button, and I'm going to click in matrix 1 again. And I'm going to change these values. So just click where you'd like to change. Make sure it's entered in correctly, and now I'm going to store it. So Functions and Store. So now, let's say I want to find the inverse of this matrix. Remember, once again, I have to select Eval first. Now I can find the inverse of matrix 1. Notice it says we cannot calculate the inverse because the determinant is 0. So the problem is this matrix 1 that I just entered is actually a singular matrix. So notice I get the error and we cannot calculate it. So that's how you can find the inverse of a matrix on the GraphLock web app.